Hi everyone, Melissa here with some gorgeous colors that I could not wait to work with. They are called Summertime Rosé and Sparkling Rosé. They are from Dipp'd. These are going to be released on July 10th for subscription members only for now. So they'll be $5 each for subscription members only. If you don't know what her subscription is, you can go to the website to check it out. She does a quarterly sub where you get 3 colors every 3 months, and they're paired really nicely together, but you also get a 25% discount, and you get cool access to dips, special dip powders, some pretty colors that others may not have access to, or you'll get a special discount on them, which is what this one is. So sub members will get a discount on these, $5 for the quarter ounce on July 10th. If you are not a sub member, you can still get these colors. It's just going to be a few weeks, and then she'll release them for everybody else as well. But getting them for $5, you can't beat that. And then once you see them, you're going to definitely want them. I don't know if it's coming across properly here, but the gold shimmer that's in this is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful kind of rosy pink. And then Sparkling Rosé is a nice like rose and gold fine glitter, but they go so beautifully together. And that's what I'm going to be wearing today. And I'm going to do a little bit of a marble with them, just a very simple pour over marble with these, because I don't want to do too much with them. I think the colors speak for themselves. I was kind of considering chroming this because I know it chromes out gorgeously, but I don't want to. I just want to dip it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and dip the main colors out. I'll do glitter, full glitter here, and then the shimmer on these 2, 3, and then marble here. Okay, so this is where we are so far. I cannot handle just how freaking pretty this color is. I think I have a new favorite, kind of like neutral. Look at that gold shimmer, and that's just so pretty. Anyway, I will stop freaking out and continue with my design because I'm excited for this one. I'm really loving these colors. I just took off a Bright Manny. It's actually a video that's going to come out this weekend. For some reason, I don't know, releasing them out of order, but I kind of needed like a nice, like toned down, happy place set. So here we are. For this marble, it's going to be pretty simple because it's only 2 colors, and because there's a glitter, I'm only doing it in 1 layer. So this nail, I already did 2 layers of this color on it, of the Summertime Rosé, to work as like a base for the single layer kind of the marbling that I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paint on just a healthy layer of my dip base. And I'm gonna get my scoop end of my cuticle pusher and just pick up some of that glitter, just a little bit of it. I'm just gonna kind of like tap it on in like lines places, small areas. Kind of like coming from one side and then from the other side, not going all the way down. Alright, I'm going to come in with the shimmer and just plop that on in the areas kind of between. Whoa, that was a ploppier plop than I anticipated, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pour a little bit more of this on in the So I'm gonna brush this off and see how that turned out. Yeah, it's pretty simple, nothing crazy, just like a light kind of bit of that glitter going through here. And I am gonna do a dip of clear over this, and then I'm actually gonna be using a little bit of alcohol ink to add just a little bit more into this marble, just a little bit more embellishment on top. So but for now I'm going to go ahead and top this with another layer of clear so that I can activate and file everything. Alright, so now I'm going to just add a little bit more to this nail. I'm going to do a layer of gel matte top coat just because it gives a nice surface to marble with inks on. Okay, so I cured that top coat on. Now I'm going to be using some marble inks. These are new from Dipp'd. They're metallic marble inks. This one is kind of like a slightly peachy, pewtery kind of silver, and then this one is kind of like a burgundy-ish, and I want to go more towards something slightly more rosy, kind of rosy, so I'm going to attempt to mix these. I mean, why not? So I'm going to get just a little bit of this red one on here. More silvery one, and that definitely came out more rosy. I think that's perfect. And I'm just gonna drop some on the nail here in some spots. All right, just a little brush here, and I have a little alcohol here, and I'm gonna get some alcohol on the tip, and then I'm just gonna drop it down on some of these spots I drew out, and that's gonna kind of spread that ink. It's gonna kind of like, I don't want to say bloom it because it's not really blooming, but it's gonna cause it to like disperse a bit. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. When you're working with inks like this, you have to give them time to dry occasionally, so that you can work with it again. Otherwise it starts to become too flooded and too pretty much like watered down, and you lose the color in them if you put too much. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of keep dropping alcohol in different spots to get this to move around a bit. And then I can just get alcohol on the brush at some point and kind of start dragging it through, and it will drag a line of that color to kind of like create a line there of the marble color. Alright, it's really difficult to tell how this is going to end up just by looking at it there, because different things start to pop out once you put that top coat on. So I'm going to go ahead and put that top coat on because I feel like I've messed with this enough. I've tried to thin out these lines enough. The alcohol ink can start to take over quite a bit, so sometimes you have to keep pulling that alcohol through and just kind of evening out areas and realizing that those alcohols will start to pool and you don't want them to do that, so you have to keep just playing with it until it gets a look that you like. But I'm gonna go ahead and top coat this, as I said, and see how it looks. Okay, so that's good. So those lines ended up being pretty subtle, which I like. I didn't want them to be crazy. They did end up a little bit more silvery than I wanted them to once it was on the nail. It's like the color part of the pigment, the alcohol ink, doesn't stick around quite the same with using this really thinning line technique, but it still looks really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these with top coat and then come back after I cure them. Alright, and there we go, the finished design, this nice simple marble with these incredibly gorgeous rosy colors. I hope you enjoyed this set and you like this marble, and as always I appreciate you joining me and watching, and I will see you next time.